going to look at small leaved salvias, and they've become very popular of late. And they're they're mostly from Mexico, Texas, that part of the world. Grow in highish spots. They like plenty of sun, and there's a huge, bewildering array of them. And here's one here. I really like this one, and it came as a contaminant amongst other ones. Well, it's not a contaminant, but I've got its name, and I've got its name, I think, from the internet. But I like, it's a darkish one, but I like the little bit of white as well. It makes this flower show up. This one here, I'm making a little selection of different varieties. I'm going to put them all together. This one is called Dyson's Joy, and there's a chap called Dyson in Britain, and he breeds salvias. That's what we've been doing for the last 20 years, these type of salvias mostly. And he doesn't make vacuum cleaners or hand dryers that nearly blow your hands away when you use them. But that's the other Dyson. But this Dyson has Dyson's Joy and Dyson's Choice and lots of other Dysons. He's great. This one is Blue something or other, Blue Monrovia or something. I find small blue flowers tend to get lost amongst green foliage, so I don't think this is particularly good in the garden. It just disappears. That's why in the garden you want large blue flowers that can stand on their own away from the green foliage. But little small blue flowers just get lost amongst green, because green is 50% blue. This is called Pink Lips, and it's like the very famous Hot Lips, except it's pink. In fact, it's a bit of a fadey. I'm not so sure. I really like it. But anyway, that's it. That's Pink Lips. And finally, we have Hot Lips. And this is a plant from last year, and this is the 1st of August. It's a bit woody. The problem with them is they get very large root stocks, very large root in the pot, and it gets very hard to water. So I've come to the conclusion that every year it should be lifted and cut back, and they're really, really big, even split. But we're going to see what we can do with this. Even on the 1st of August. And this is another issue. That's a square pot. Pots are better when they go like that, because it's easier for plants to get out. Pots like that are a nuisance. Can we get him out? Doesn't like it. It's like sort of some type of birthing process from the farmer delivering a sheep or something. Here we are. And there we are, folks. Now, what are we going to do with the drunken sailor? Here we are. Now, this should really be done much earlier on in the year. Not on the 1st of August. we are. We're going to repot it. Different pot. There's no harm using the same stuff again. Now, here we go. Now, get rid of that there. Now, that's enough. Now I'm doing this in the first day of August. Now if this was done in the middle of June, or rather the first day of June, far better off. Now it looks a bit severe what I've done, but the old saying, you got to be cruel to be kind. And when you water, you don't spare the water. Now I guarantee by the 1st of September, Your Honour, this will be in full flower. It'll look like a fresh new shrub, new plant. So I recommend that's done every year with those type of plants. Just don't do it too early. Don't do it in March because they don't like our long drawn out winter springs. Do it when the temperature is heating up. Do it in May or do it in June. Once a year. The soil, the compost you use is not that important because it's going to be a short-term compost because you're going to change it the following year. So you don't need a real expensive long-term compost. And what you do is you let that settle. The following day you water it, and then you just water as need be, and that will just grow out of that, no problem. I hope. Thank you.